First down, Eckler. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's just me and you. We're good. Let's go. Ready.
To throw, it's Breeze. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26.
First down, Dolphins.
Ready. 5-9.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Breeze to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
5-9.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd and 9, Taylor. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Miles Boykin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is now 10-3. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
And come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Kill, 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 kill. It's a 6. Pull it. Half.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's good for Jets. First down.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Miles Boykin with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On second down, Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run with Martin. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Going on the ground with Eckler. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Breeze on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and some room to work. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tony Pollard, 94 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Now Eckler. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Opposite.
Throwing on second down. Breeze. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Ready? Yellow lady. You.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Dolphins.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Breeze going to throw. Caught left side, Williams. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now a toss play to Eckler. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Here we go. Here we go. He's crossing. Check.
On third down, here's Harris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Taylor will lead up the offense 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing again, it's Taylor. And able to find Green. Past the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They send Green to the left on his own. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Taylor to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now here's Pollard, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Tony Pollard, as the first half is winding down, and the Jets will extend their lead.
I heard Coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
And they'll dump it over the top to him. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Taylor. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Ready. We're waiting. Mike is at 50. Check Mike 50. Watch the curl. Watch my knee. Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey. Mike 7. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Pick it up. Pick it up. Ready, catch.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Pollard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check tight. Check tight.
Taylor. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
On second down, it's Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. On third down, Taylor. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and their lead will swell up to 28. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, You need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things, and I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This is taken at the 18. Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. One play. Now it's Taylor. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily, put it on.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. A first carry for Samaje Perine. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.